We are kind of in the middle of the current cycle. If we look at older cycles, we're really sorry, but we're not here. Still, we've been given the exciting part where prices move up and down vertically. It's this soft blue line. There's a bit of a secret there, but what we're really doing is following. Let's look at the cycle from 2015 to 2018. I think that's how it will work out this time instead of the slowed down cycle in 2020. But we don't know for sure. Raoul has just realized that some of his earlier predictions were probably wrong. This is because the amount of rate activity we've seen so far this cycle shows that we are moving in a different direction than we were in 2020. It usually takes at least 1.5 years after Bitcoin was split in half before the price changes a lot during a bull cycle. Crossing back to 2010 and 2015 though, it did happen a little earlier than it did in 2020. This means that prices will really change more than was expected this time, and there may be a lot more opportunities for good altcoins, especially ones like Solana and XRP. Today we're going to talk about what this really means, how you can make money off of it, and what the future holds for cryptocurrency because so many big changes have happened. This is going to have a big effect on all of you. Please click the like button so everyone can see it. Now let's watch the movie to see why this subject is important. Cryptocurrency is finally the best performing asset class ever recorded. It's much bigger than everything else. Bitcoin does have a yearly return of about 142%. It looks like this is a table from Exponential Age Asset Control, the company I work for that invests in crypto hedge price range. So we invest for people with too much network, pension plans, businesses, and Bitcoin, among other things. As Solana theorized, the profits are 1,000,000 times greater than the next best performing asset error stops the NASDAQ. When you get to the SP 500 at 13%, which is just above that 11% barrier, there is nothing else that can beat it. Small caps, large caps, right caps, rates, treasuries, and nothing else return money in the long run. All of them are destroying your wealth. Without a doubt, that is the important part. This is the crypto giant black hole that does better than everything else. Since 2012, the NASDAQ has been at 97.5% faster than Bitcoin. No, I'm sorry, 99.97% instead of Bitcoin. That's how strong a product crypto is. Everything around this enormous black hole is sucked in. It happens because it's all about an age that's getting bigger. This is a graph that shows the different types of crypto users based on their pocket addresses compared to the number of internet users in 1992 when the internet had 5 million users. While it's also started with 5 million users at that time. From now on, net users are IP addresses. A lot of IP numbers were given to all of us, crypto wallets, and I can see what they have. They aren't always busy users, and we all have more than one wallet. That's why it's comparing one thing to another, but right now, crypto is growing at twice the speed of the internet. Now look at this picture. We think the internet will be really slow in year 8, 9, and 10. We thought it would grow at the same rate as the internet, no longer a doubling of growth. If growth doubled, it would probably be growing at a rate of 80% per year, which is what I think is more likely. It went faster at first, but we slowed it down and reached 1.1 billion wallets or users by the end of 2025. Okay, that's huge. When we look ahead to 2030, though, it's not as big. That legendary day when I think we were given 6 years to mess up our lives and spend before things changed. At that point, crypto starts to become pretty full in terms of growth since it already has 4 billion users and can only double that number to 8 billion. Yes, interest in the chain will grow, which will put pressure on higher measures and still put pressure on prices. In reality, though, most of the gains happen between now and 2030. For that reason, I'm so tense to everyone to make sure they screw up their lives. This is a very important factor. After this conversation with Raoul, which happened a few days ago, we've seen the markets rise even more. At this point, we're basically beating out the expectations by a long shot instead of just a little bit. Recently, projects like Dogecoin and XRP have risen to levels we haven't seen in a long time. Additionally, XRP recently reached a very important level by rising more than 15% in a single day. Now, this did end for XRP after they won their appeal in the SEC case at some point. It turned out that this basically said that XRP isn't always safe, which was a big win. But before that, the last time we saw a gain without any special black swan events or big market changes like that one was during the 2021 bull cycle. Also, it goes without saying that we're a long way ahead of where we were in 2020. In terms of direction, this means one very important thing. A lot of altcoins are probably going to run a lot faster than what we saw back then. I mean, the high point of the last cycle for XRP was around $2. At its highest point, Solana was worth about $250. Based on the amount of movement we're seeing so far, the price of XRP should go well above $10 this time, with some estimates going as high as $1,000, according to Kwon and Solana. If you think that sounds too good to be true, pay close attention to what Ralph Powell says next. He's going to break down some really important numbers that will help you understand it a lot better. That's what this beautiful lot trend is for. A lot of people have crossed over the years because people use blockchain technology and the world is more virtual now than it used to be. And the rise has only just begun. Most of the time we go 200 deviations crazy. Are we going to make it that far or not? I'm not sure. If there are 2 chosen deviations, there are $500,000 at stake. I think that sounds a little too racist. Maybe there is a favorite variation because each cycle is a little quieter than the last. In either case, prices are likely to go up from 150,000 to KH 450 million over the course of this cycle, depending on how things turn out. Once more, there are no providers here. But just to give you an idea of how much it costs to film this today, we are at 75,000,000. Okay, I get it. Finally, the banana quarter, just so you can picture what this means for you and your results, as well as how the banana sector, what you do to get naked on the banana. Since those NFTs say that real businesses make money, things move along. But now is not the time to lose your minds. Now is the time not to feel left out of all the stupid stuff your friends are making money in. Right now is the time to do nothing.